everyone. It's been a long year, but now I can finally say that I've officially finished the Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle anime series. After these last few episodes, I really must say that I am so completely offended and traumatized. I have literally never felt so betrayed.
Oh.
Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle manga fans.
If only there was someone out there who loved you.
I'm so upset. I can't. Okay. I just need to calm down and go over these last 5 episodes with you because, oh my god, I am livid. A giant bird? A powerful being? Okay. The music's cool, though. Wait a second, a crane? A crane made of Sakura's feathers? A crane that uses generic eaglecry.mp3?
Oi! てめえ魔法が使えんだろ! なんとかしろ!
You are all way too calm for this. You are falling to your deaths. Oh my god, B-Train, stop reusing characters that don't need reused.
驚いたろ。その光は戦力って言うんだ。
Senriki? Isn't that literally just like magic? Okay then. I'll never understand why they can't just call things magic, rather than Hijutsu or Senriki. I also really wish I knew what those words truly mean, so that I can know why they bear significance.
あるよ。桜の羽の力。感じる。どこかわかる？あそこ！
Of course, the feathers in the giant palace. Where else would it be?
あれは混論城といって、この国を治める覇王カオス様が住んでいらっしゃる場所だ。
Feather King Chaos? Is he the one responsible for Cartoon World and the Principality of Daroga?
このお方こそタオの国王にして神仙の力を持つただ一人の存在覇王カオス様である
Sakura and Shaoran are like, oh my god, another Baishonen! And the long, awkward shots make a reappearance.
誰か交代して。もうこんなたくさんお話ししてくたびれちゃった。
じゃあ、俺が行ってくるよ。
モコちゃん、ご苦労様。
モコナがああ言ってるところを見ると問題はなさそうですね。
油断は禁物だと思うがな。
疑うのも無理はない。
聞こえてたのですか？
I guess the king didn't like Fai's storytelling, since he just came right on over? Rude much? Fai even gave him a polite little bow.
これは先に渡しておく。
Those aren't real feathers, are they? Are those fake memories? They can't all be official feathers, but Mokona did react to them. But there's no way. There are too many of them. Well, there are 4 episodes left, and no signs of Shaoran awakening. What exactly will his role be with so few episodes left? Oh my god, now we're getting Twilight all up in here?
ようやく会えたな。我が姫君。
No. No. It was okay when Fai said it in the manga because you could tell he was being sincere and wanted to follow Sakura as her protector. But this guy literally just met her and this is giving me the worst vibes.
この国の西の外れにゴーライ山という霊峰があり、そこに幻覚と呼ばれる巨大な鳥が住んでおる。そもそもそなたたちに進呈した羽扇の羽はその鳥のものなのだ。
So the feathers belong to the bird, and not to Sakura. Does that confirm my theory that those memories are fake? Shaoran, no! Don't leave Sakura asleep alone with a strange creepy king!
姫、行ってきます。
気をつけてね、シャオラン君。うふふ。モコナ108の秘密技の一つ。
See, Mokona can do disturbingly accurate voices. Why didn't they use that technique in the court then? This is the very last arc of the anime, and it's literally the first time we've actually heard Mokona officially use that technique. What a creep, what a creep, what a creep, what a creep. No, don't go after the bird, everyone. I'm almost positive you're being lied to. I mean, you have to have been lied to.
何かいます。
Alien fairies? Okay. If that's your thing, B-Train, I won't judge. No way! B-Train, don't do this to us! Just give us Acid Tokyo, gosh darn it! Also, I just recently watched the new 2021 Dune movie, so all I can think of are the sandworms from Dune. I knew it! I knew the memories were fake! There is no way she is only just now remembering him after he conveniently gave her some feathers. I seriously hope he isn't pursuing her for romance, because based on the fake memories he put into her, he is like way older than her. B-Train, stop it! Stop it now! Okay... Maybe these aren't fake memories? Maybe Chaos is actually a world traveler who met Sakura previously? But he seems so much like an antagonist! And he said that he and Sakura are finally meeting, so I really think that he's just a creep planting fake memories in her.
口数が多いとさすがに厳しいよね。
つべこべ抜かすな。
Just fly. You can fly. Fly away from the fairy alien creatures. Oh my god, this dolt again? Ah, they're all trapped within hallucinogenic memories. Okay. I think this is the first time I've heard this music in the anime and not the OVAs. It's so great, but at the same time, the things happening on screen just don't seem to be epic enough to contend with the score, if that makes sense. It's like the audio and visuals aren't syncing up properly in my head.
姫君をお連れしました。
美しい。
Ugh. No one notices the weirdly dressed lady looking suspiciously like a spy? Nobody? Really? Nobody?
映像が届いていますね。直ちに行動開始します。
大いなる力を放つ者、その正体をしかと確かめるのだ。
Fei Wing Reed is like, a rival? I don't think so. Jinghuo, find out who this joke is.
大きくなられたな、姫君。それに美しくも。
Ugh. Stop calling her beautiful, you freaking creep. Ugh. This is so awkward. Oh my god. They're just staring at each other. I have never felt so uncomfortable. Spoiler! Spoiler! Dude, showing the real thigh. Oh my god. I know B-Train probably wasn't going that deep, But if they were, dang, that is one sick burn.
私はそなたたちに代わり姫君と共に羽を探す旅に出る。だが姫君は私の願いを受け入れてはくれなかった。だから私は戦う。姫君にそなたたちの無力さを知らしめるために。
There's absolutely no way he can beat Kurogane. What? No way! Okay, here comes Fi, and the mage looks serious, so there's no way he could possibly— Oh my god!
魔力も私が勝っている。
Your magical power is not superior, you hack! Tell Fi you're sorry. Here we are again with music that just seems a little too epic for what's happening on screen, in my opinion. And we have some further allusions to Acid Tokyo. God, I am so thankful that Production IG was able to produce such a faithful animated adaptation of Acid Tokyo. Except for that one scene we don't speak of.
私は姫君を愛している。私の理由はそれだけだ。
Oh my god, no, you do not love Sakura. You are way too old for her, you freaking Darn you, B-Train, making me actually root for Fei Wang-Reed to take this guy out. That's just wrong. Creepy McCreepy McCreep creep creep. Sakura, hop the guardrails and freaking run. Just run from that creep.
ほら、俺が作った魔法薬。これを使えばすぐに元気になれるよ。ありがとうございます。
傷だけ直してもしょうがねえ。おい、小僧。こいつを使え。
黒金さん。
So, Fi and Kurogane sound like they're giving Shaoran these things and then just standing back to let him go get Sakura on his own. Are they really not going to be part of the climax of this whole entire anime series?
黒金とってもいい男。モコナがチューしてあげる。チュー。
何すんだよ。
ファイにもチュー。
くすぐったいね。
シャオランへのチューはお預けね。さくらが帰ってきた時のお祝いに取っておくの。
Well, that was cute. And also strangely familiar. Was that in the manga at some point? If it is, I can't place it. But it does seem like I've seen that somewhere before. Only 2 episodes left. Please tell me they don't leave us hanging on Clone Shaoran or Fi's backstory. Please, that would kill me.
はい。王であるカオス様は、その鳥の力を受け継いでおられる。私たちはそう信じているのです。
Chaos is the crane. Calling it now.
どうでしたか？治りそうなの？シャオラン君の刀。
いい刀鍛冶が見つかった。
時間はかかるけど、なんとかなるそうだ。
What was the significance of Kurogane giving him his katana if Shaoran's own katana is just going to be repaired? I literally cannot believe I am rooting for Fei Wang-Reed. Curse you, B-Train.
大変。この羽って偽物だよ。モコナがメキョってなるくらいさくらの羽によーく似てるけど本物じゃないの。
Ah, so that's why Mokona reacted to the feathers. I called it. Oh my god, I called it. Slap him, Sakura. Slap him good.
嘘の思い出で私を操ろうとするなんてとても卑怯なことだと思います。
Well, that wasn't a slap. But good enough, I guess.
カオスが俺と勝負を。明日の朝城で待ってるって。戦いに勝ったらさくらちゃんを返してくれるそうだよ。
Fight, why didn't you just take Sakura with you? Sakura, why didn't you just go with Fi? What the actual... What is Clone Shaoran's purpose?
我が姫よ。あなたの心からあの者たちへの思いを消せぬのなら、あなたの心を
Oh my god, he king assured her! Yep, I called it.
姫、待っていてください。必ず助けます。
Blah, 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 save the princess, blah. Sakura, do something for yourself. Don't just yell at Chaos, freaking run, or do something to try to get away from him and back to the others. Don't just stand there and be his prisoner. Ugh.
To be fair, she did do this, but it's not enough.
Oh yeah, they did animate this scene at the very beginning of the series, didn't they? So, how will they explain it now? Watch out, guys, the floor is literally lava.
フェイガン・リード、あなたの狙いは最初から。
そうだ。魔女の介入によって失われた彼らの旅を操る力を再びこの手に取り戻すのだ。
That's not what Fei Reed wants. Oh my god, that's weak. That is so weak. His wish is just to control their journey? Are you kidding me? Spoiler. In the manga, his end goal was for Sakura to travel to a bunch of worlds to regain her memories and build up her powers. Then, Fei Reed would use those powers to bring back someone who died, destroying Sakura in the process. It's something he even tried multiple times with clones of Sakura and never succeeded, but he still kept trying regardless. He didn't just want the power to control a group of 5 random travelers. I mean, how silly of a wish is that? Oh my god, finally, this guy is being used! What's it for? Nothing. Literally, that guy did nothing. What the actual hell? He opened his eye, and then he closed his eye. That's it. That's all that happened. B-Train, what was he meant to do? What the heck is even going on? Do not tell me that's the last time we see him. So you're telling me that the bird was born from Sakura's scattered memory feathers, became king of a world, then decided to creep on Sakura like a perp without remembering that it's actually a part of her. Oh my god. How did all those feathers go to just one world in the first place? They were meant to scatter across all time and space. And they're all just scattering again. Guys, grab some! Go grab some!
彼らの旅路は果てしなく続く。こちらもまだ打つ手はある。
Fei Reed, you are contradicting yourself. Didn't you just say you had no more moves at the end of the Shara Shara arc? B-Train. Continuity, my friends. It's a thing! And that's the end of the entire anime series. Excuse me for just a moment. These last 9 episodes are completely new to me, and I just cannot wait to watch them. I know a lot of you are probably going, "Oh, you can wait, Mimi. Trust me, you will regret what you're saying right now." And I mean, yeah, I probably will. But I am just so darn enthusiastic about any new Tsubasa content that at this current point in time, I really don't care. Oh, you poor sweet summer child. Get out of here. What the hell just happened? They literally just ended the anime without explaining Clone Shaoran, without explaining the scene of Sakura and Shaoran in the container from the very, very beginning, and without explaining Fai's freaking backstory. Are you kidding me? You have to be kidding me right now. I mean, there has to be more, right? Okay, good. There's more.
Later that same evening.
Guys, I am just so defeated right now. I am literally feeling so betrayed by this anime that I don't even know what to say. I can't. I literally can't put my feelings into words. I just don't know what to do. Okay, how about I just start talking and we'll see where we go from there. For starters, Tao Country doesn't even deserve to be on the rating list. But because Yuki Kajiura put so much effort into the score, I'm going to give it a 1. Tao Country gets a 1 out of 10 only because of Yuki Kajiura and how amazing she is. The rest of it is trash. The plot sucks, the animation is only decent, Sakura is reduced to a princess in need of rescue way more often than she needs to be, Ai and Kurogane literally just barely do anything. This arc isn't worth it. Everyone, it's not worth it. Don't waste your time, and don't watch Tao Country. I want to burn the disc. I am so traumatized by what they didn't give us. In terms of the other arcs, I've decided on the following ratings. I know that some of them seem pretty high, but those are the ones that actually impressed me. Yes, they all have their flaws, especially Kurogane's cat called Sakura and Odo. What the frick was that, B-Train? But all of the higher rated ones also have the best moments in the series, such as the very first Kaze no Machi-e scene with Fi and Kurogane battling Oni. It took me a while to finally place everything, but now that I've seen the entirety of the series, this is my final listing. Cartoon World remains the most entertaining arc of the entire series, so it stays at 10 out of 10. I've bumped Chloe, Yuko's shop, Jade, and Odo up to 9 out of 10 because, strictly speaking, they were the most normal of the bunch. And Odo has the best animation in the entire series, hands down. You will not see better animation in this series than those 9 Odo episodes. Portoria stays at 8 out of 10 because it was fine. Pivel is bumped down to 7 out of 10 with Sharashura Country because it didn't give Sakura the character development she should have gotten. Sarasura Country Part 2 is now down at 6 out of 10 because even though it fixed the mistake of Part 1, it was still The Court and the Principality of Daroga stay at 6 out of 10. I've placed Hanshin and Koryo down at 5 because they have little side plots that go way too far off from the manga. Ragtime World remains at 5 out of 10. Storm Country is now 3 out of 10 because it's just pointless, and the Koryo Kishimu worlds remain at 3 as well. Fog Country has been bumped down to 2 because it just did not deliver considering its manga counterpart and really disrespected Kurogane and Sakura's characters. Fort City Bit is also now at 2 because insinuating romance between Fi and Chi is just wrong. Dominating the bottom of the list at 1 out of 10 are Sarastora Country Part 1, Karo World, and Tao Country. In terms of animation, the Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle anime really didn't deliver. B-Train has decent animators, as we all saw in the Odo arc. Odo was just beautiful to look at. But for some reason, the rest of the series just doesn't ever reach the same heights. This makes it pretty awkward at times when you hear the god-tier music in the background. I mean, Yuki Kajiura literally brought her A game to this anime series with her score, while B-Train brought, their C game with their writing and animation. It really is so disappointing that now when I listen to these incredible tracks, all I can think of is how disappointing the anime was. At least some tracks were reused for the amazing OVAs, so there's that. Character development. Oh my god, was there any? No, you know what? I don't think there was. There are definitely going to be spoilers coming up throughout the rest of this episode. At the end of the first season, I said that Shaoran was the only character that I actually felt the anime had done justice to so far, and that remains the same for Season 2 as well. He's exactly the same. Everyone, he's exactly the same. He undergoes no character development at all whatsoever. He's a smart, responsible young man, and he is absolutely the protagonist of this whole series. Everything that happens in this anime somehow revolves around him, and he has to do something to fix everything. He is the main character, not Sakura, not Kurogane, not Fi, Shaoran. At the end of the first season, I also said that I felt he was a bit overbearing and should let other people take the spotlight at times. And that definitely remains true for Season 2. He is such a prominent protagonist that it literally makes me upset. He stole the spotlight from Sakura and Piffle, and that is not okay. Shaoran in the anime may be the most accurate portrayal of his character from the first few arcs of the manga, but he had no character development, and therefore made for a very, very annoying main character.
Not to mention the fact that they kept building up to his awakening, only for it to ultimately lead nowhere and leave viewers dissatisfied.
Sakura, the adorable, benevolent, independent princess who is meant to have just as much screen time as her male counterpart Shaoran, has been reduced to a princess in need of saving most of the time. Granted, she didn't seem to sense her feathers too much in the second season, which is such a blessing considering how many times she did so in the first season, but she still doesn't display much autonomy at all throughout the series. I mean, she was great in Jade for the most part, as well as in Ragtime, where she searched for and completed jobs all on her own. But other than that, all she did was wait around for Shaoran to bring her memory feathers to her. At the end of the first season, I said that her character in the anime so far is just a mess. And sadly, that still remains true after having watched the entire series. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Our girl deserved better writing than what she got. She does show plenty more emotions in Season 2, but it's just not enough to redeem her character's writing. She is the damsel meant to be saved by the Baishonen protagonist, and that's all. It's so depressing to see Sakura this way. At the end of the first season, I said that Fi's character was actually doing pretty well so far. Then Season 2 came around and slapped me in the face. Fi has nothing, literally nothing, to do in Season 2. He's pretty much just there. On occasion, he'll pop up and say a line, and he does save the group in the court with his musical magic, but other than that, he's... And I can't believe these words are coming out of my mouth, but anime Fi is pretty much useless. He has his moments in Shara Shura and La Court, but other than that, the anime just treats him like trash. I can't believe he didn't get a backstory at all whatsoever. We know he's a wizard, he put his king to sleep and is now running from said king, and in childhood he lived with magical animals in a rainbow kingdom, but what the actual heck, B-Train? You need to explain that last part right now. I mean, seriously! Long story short, manga Fi is like... Meanwhile, anime Fi is like...
Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection.
Not to mention that, again, they built up to and hinted at his character arc without giving us any payoff.
Guys, Fi is one of my favorite characters ever. Period. Ever. Out of anything. Seeing his extremely complex and powerful manga character treated so simply in the anime is just... I am sad, I am angry, I am disappointed, and I would very much like to move on now. Kurogane, our strong, capable ninja. is still being treated as comic relief, just like in the first season. I don't even think he does anything too particularly notable in the second season aside from being Shaoran's mentor. Just like Fai, his character has been pushed aside to make way for our heavenly protagonist Shaoran. All hail the Baishonen. It's not just insulting that they made him comic relief. It's insulting that most of the gags they use him for are things he would never fall for because he is a freaking ninja. They are constantly playing with his temper for laughs, or making him seem like a big clumsy oaf, and I am literally insulted for him. He did not lose his parents and undergo extensive training under Tomoyo just to become the butt end of "I'm big and silly" jokes. Kurogane is a composed ninja with a bit of a temper, the group's backbone and protector, and despite his excellently animated backstory, he still deserved so much better than what this anime gave him. In regards to Kurogane and Fai's parental relationship with Sakura and Shaoran, it is literally non-existent in Season 2. I recall so few family moments. The group constantly landing on top of each other when world traveling, Mokona dubbing them as a family on the train in the court, that one rather uncomfortable scene where Mokona had them all sleep on top of their body, the scene where Mokona is giving out smooches in Tao Country. Shaoran at times treats Fai and Kurogane like mentors, but I can hardly remember any group interactions where all 5 characters are actually talking with each other. It's like Fai and Kurogane don't even exist and are just there. It's really unsettling how quiet they are in the background sometimes. B-Train, they are characters too. Seriously! Mokona is treated as both comic relief and a plot device in the anime. They're around to mess with Kurogane, transport the group via interdimensional travel, and talk about the emotions of those around them. And that's it. They have some episodes here and there, such as Cartoon World and Karo Country, where they play a larger role, but other than that, they are basically just a plot device, as well as the group's backpack and cell phone. Honestly, they play such a small role in the anime that I completely forgot to address their character at the end of Season 1. Sorry, Mokona. To conclude my thoughts, at the end of Season 1, I mentioned that the tone of the anime was too lighthearted so far, and I wasn't sure if they were going to properly animate Kurogane's tragic backstory, or Shaoran's disturbed thoughts at realizing how he changed Shara Country's future. I think that B-Train did actually animate these scenes fairly well as the scene where Shaoran starts to lose his soul while fighting the Guardians in the court, but that just can't make up for all the other lighthearted bits in the anime. They literally took Kurogane's backstory and tied it up in a nice, neat little bow, with Kurogane obtaining closure in the form of Tomoyo showing him his father and mother again. It was so cheesy to watch. They do this many, many other times with other scenes as well, but to be honest, I am just so tired of all this negativity I've been spewing. B-Train animated Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle, and for that, I'm grateful. I wish they could have animated the whole thing properly, but I understand television censorship laws in the mid-2000s were probably pretty strict, so I'm just grateful we got what we did. I don't think I'll ever go back and watch it again, but little bits and pieces, like that first Kaze no Machi scene, I'll probably spare a glance at every now and then. And you never know, maybe Clamp is working on finding a studio to animate the complete series. Or maybe they're working on more volumes of Tsubasa World Chronicle. As fans, we can only hope that this is the case. This review series has been so much fun to work on. And thank you to everyone out there who has been watching, listening, and supporting me. Reading and responding to your comments this past year has been the highlight of my month. Knowing that these episodes I've worked so hard on in my spare time are being watched and enjoyed by fellow fans is such a wonderful feeling. You are all so wholesome, I could melt. It's been a long year, but now it's finally over and time to move on to new projects. I am so happy my videos brought you entertainment each month, and I hope to continue uploading every now and then. Maybe I'll even delve into reviewing the OVAs. Regardless of what I do next. Until then, my name's Mimi, and thank you so much for checking out my Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle anime review series. Well, this is the part of the video where I ask you all to like, share, comment, subscribe, press F for Fi's backstory. But, that's just not really my spiel. I mean, you can do all that if you want, but I more just did this for fun. Thanks a bunch for watching my review series. I wish all of you lovely people a wonderful Hitsuzen, and I hope to see you again sometime in the future. But I understand television censorship. Oh my gosh.